I don't care. I don't want to talk about DJing. I want to talk about like the shape of my body and how it like.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Sherdon, aka DJ Slip. Originally from Los Angeles, moved out here to Las Vegas around 2003.
Hi, I'm Christine, DJ Kriscut. I moved here 2004. I'm originally from the LA area as well.
As a DJ, I started as a hip hop DJ. Hip hop got me involved. I was always into hip hop as a dancer, as an artist, and eventually I got introduced to DJing. And from then on, it's grown through just so many genres now. I just like listening to good music, and that's all that really matters to me now. It's not just one genre of music.
I guess I was really into listening to radio in the 90s. I was actually a big slow jam person. They had this station called Coast in California where it's like, 80s ballads and things. I also did listen to a lot of Power 106, and I didn't get introduced into more of the underground hip hop until I met Sherdon and a few other DJs in college that would go to underground parties. It was really cool. I just liked the vibe. Everybody was laid back. So as far as music choice, definitely hip hop. Especially moving here, it was really hard hip hop, like turntablism, and of course the R&B side that I love. But now I had to evolve to keep working and to like reinvent myself. So I was spun everything from funk to new disco, house, some EDM. I consider myself very open format, open to whatever a client wants, because that's what you need to like keep working. And to also open yourself up to new genres is awesome. But the main question was, what's your favorite? And mine's like throwback, hip hop, and R&B.
As far as the technology of DJ equipment, I am all for it. I know there were a lot of purists out there when I started evolving using CDs or even using Serato, and I got a lot of heat for that. But it gave us the opportunity to be more creative as well. As a DJ who hated carrying records, that was just a no-brainer for us. Now we could bring our whole library. But as far as technology goes, it pushes us more to be more creative. So I'm always for the technology of pushing DJing and attracting more DJs to come in to learn how to DJ as well.
Technology has changed the game so much. There's so many more DJs now, which, it's good and bad, because now talent that probably couldn't afford, like back then, turntables and whatever, they can buy a little controller and they could be super talented. And I had this conversation with another DJ friend of mine who I was like, there's so many DJs in the scene, but really it's just how you put music together, and not everyone's gonna be a great DJ. So it's all about their programming, and no matter what they use, if you're a good DJ, you're a good DJ. If you're a crappy DJ, you're a crappy DJ. Like, equipment won't fix that. The talent still has to be there, right? So
yeah, I always put the analogy of even artists where they could just draw on a piece of paper or draw on a monitor. Art is still art. So whatever platform that you're using or what kind of technology you're using, you just have more tools. Those are just tools. DJing alone itself can weed out who's actually has the talent and has the experience and skills to become a really good DJ. So I don't think it's ever about the technology. Because all the tools are there for everybody to use it to your advantage.
So me personally as a DJ, I've been DJing since 2001, and I've been through it all. I mean, we've all had crazy things happen to us. So as far as things you should do as a DJ is definitely be open-minded to all the music that's out there, because when I first started, I just was like, hip hop, no, I just want to play hip hop. I'm a turntablist, And then I feel like that kind of maybe stopped me a little, because when hip hop was so huge when we came here, and then it started to turn around and go back to EDM. So I was a little stubborn. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. So I kind of closed myself off. But then I talked to people like, you do have to evolve, but you also want to maintain your integrity and not sell out. I mean, if that's something you don't want to do, don't do it. But if you're open to like listening to music, like I only play, if I have to play EDM or house or anything, like I appreciate all music, but I'll play stuff I like. It won't be stuff like, oh, I'm just gonna play this because this is hot now. I still have to like the way it's edited, the person who edited it. So I do is keep your mind open, play what you like, always be mindful of keeping your equipment in good shape. Like take care of your stuff. It's not, some of it's cheap these days because it's, you know, back then we were like, vinyl was so expensive. I remember like dropping $15 on a record and I was like, this is too much money. And nowadays everyone can download music, but pretty much just take care of your stuff.
Well, for me, as far as the do's and don'ts and to-dos as a DJ, and if you're starting out, my thing is do what you love. Because once you do that, everything will just fall into place. There's so many types of DJs out there. As far as the working DJ, I always try to push, play what you want to play the stuff that you like, and then you're going to attract other people to that can relate to the music that you're playing. But there's another side of that coin is, now if you're working and a client wants something else, you have to do what it takes for the client. So you should be also open to and be patient enough to may not play what you like, but you can still kind of have that kind of line that you could still enjoy that music even though it's for that client. So my first thing about dues to become a DJ is play what you love to play, and everything will fall into place after that.
Make sure you love it. Yeah, I agree with that. That's definitely something really big as a DJ. Like, I can admit to times where I've felt burnt out. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of this. And then you have to take a step back and realize, man, I'm so lucky, you know, to be playing where I'm playing. I mean, hundreds of DJs would kill to be where I'm at. So you gotta also, I guess, number 4 is make sure you're passionate about it. Yeah, like you said, love it. Because the burnout is real for a lot of us full-time working DJs. You do sometimes have to just take a break, or you have those slumps, and then you have to realize, I've been in it, why am I in this? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in it because I love music, and that's the main focus. So,
that's the reason why. And there's times where you might just have to suck it up and you're just doing it for the money because you're trying to just make a living out of it, paying some bills.
That's an honest truth.
And that's the honest truth.
Working DJ.
But when it comes down to it, do what you want to, play what you want to play, and you'll be fine. See, I know that we all have our stories about what to say and how to approach DJs and how to respect them because they are doing a job. At the same time, I've grown a lot of patience, and through all my experiences, I'm already fine with it. You could come with me at so many requests. I'm okay. I don't have that, how do you explain, the animosity to people anymore that approaches me. I'm okay with it. I don't expect them to know my craft, so they're asking questions and they're attracted to it. Because I remember when I was that kid and I see that DJ scratching, I wanted to go up there and ask him so many questions. I'm okay with that now. So I know that you have all the requests and you don't want to play the requests. I understand all that.
Well, it's like on the flip side though, like, because it's like the accessibility to music that we have now compared to then. Like, people are like, hey, can you play Britney Spears on the CD track number 13? Like something like that. Like, it's crazy because people expect us to have everything now because they see a computer. They think, oh, you can just go on the internet and download it. So
and that's where technology is.
We can. But sometimes, you know, like, people don't realize, like,
we just didn't want to play it. That's what's the easiest way of you just saying, no, I just don't like that song, and you're not going to do that to.
Especially in Vegas, though. Like, I mean, people like, it's my birthday. Play this. Can you, you know? And it's fine, but to a point, it's like, I guess as in the general public, if they see the DJs uncomfortable, you should just back off. But if it's like, you know, because some DJs are really like, no, I don't want to, but, you know, like Sherdon gave me a good tip. Somebody will come up and say, can you play this song, please? I go, oh, that's a great song, but it's not really what I'm playing right now. Or, you know, I can't really play that. Is there anything else, like maybe what I'm related to what I'm playing right now? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So just be mindful when you go up to a DJ.
Yeah, so
we're still working. So
yeah, as far as pet peeves now, I don't really have anymore. I believe I've gone through it all, so my patience have grown, and I don't mind it. I actually welcome it now. So when I have that kind of mentality, I can still focus on my job, because that could just change and ruin your whole evening when that happens. And I know that she's come home some nights and she would vent about all these people, like, telling her like, oh man, the music you're playing is terrible, or
yeah, that's like they
DJ,
don't
yeah.
really understand that we're hired to play a certain format. So if I'm at a lounge and I'm playing like 90s hip hop and they're like, oh, you need to play some Tiesto right now, and I'm like, yeah, you're in the wrong place. You know, like,
Yeah,
it's just
you'd have to
people's
explain to them.
Yeah, like they just, can you just throw in some Tiesto, like right now it's my birthday or whatever, and they just don't realize we're hired for a certain thing. I mean, you know, it's okay if you go to a DJ and say, I like what you're playing right now. Is there any way you can play this? That's a great approach, because I got that a lot. Like, I really like your, you know, what you're playing, but like, you know, if you have time or if it fits your format, can you play this? Then that's like the most awesome thing to me, because I've had a few people actually understand and come up to me and say that. So it's awesome.
Yeah, so if there's any advice that I could give anyone who's wanting to request a song from a DJ, at least approach them a little bit more nicer, at least to the point where like
that's hard
they
in Vegas because
understand.
they're all drunk. So majority of the worst requests are like obnoxiously like, it's my birthday, please. Like,
Well, it happens.
It happens, but you know, we understand it. You're in Vegas to have a good time, so I mean, yeah, but you know, maybe the people should tell their friends, like, can you have your sober friend request for you if you're drunk? Okay, yeah, I think that's good. We covered the request part.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah. It varies on every situation and every gig that you're DJing for. If you're DJing for a client and they specifically want something, asking you what genre music or what direction they're having with music, you're in that lane. And if anyone requests outside of that,
you tell them.
Yeah, I have to let them know.
Yeah.
And I don't have to hurt their feelings as like come at them aggressively. I just tell them I can't do that because I'm hired to do something. They should understand.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what I say too. I'm sorry, I'd love to accommodate you, but I'm hired to play a certain.
But don't get me wrong. We've had some club goers or whatever you want to say, some clients that want us to stay in a certain lane, and then a guest would show up and be like, I'll give you $1,000 right now if you can play this song. Yeah. So you have to ask management and say, hey, what do you want to do? Or to the client, it's just like, yes, absolutely. And guess what? I'm playing their song for them. Cut goes to the manager, cut goes to the client, cut goes to everything. So yeah, that's Vegas for you. We're here to just make everyone have a good time. And of course the venues are trying to make, and the promoters are trying to make money. So if I have to give any advice for any of those aspiring DJs, and Christine is probably one of them that I'm really proud of, but I would actually have to interview them first, even if I want to step into that direction. I want to know where their heart is. I didn't want to teach any DJ unless they really feel that they want to learn in the very beginning, because she asked me if she wanted to learn how to DJ, and I told her no, because as a female DJ, I didn't respect that she was gonna go that route and be that DJ and take advantage of it. I thought she just thought of it as a hobby and just wanted to learn. But she kept asking and asking me months and weeks, and I finally gave in. I didn't realize she was that passionate about learning. And when I received that from that person, then I would love to teach those DJs. But as far as any advice who's already there, I just say keep working at it. If you love what you do, things just happen to just fall into place. I would not be here right now DJing in Vegas, and so is my wife as well, if we just didn't love what we do. We would have just had our day jobs and moved forward from there. But till this day, for me, almost 30 years later, I'm still DJing. I'm still love doing it. Apparently, I'm not much more of the club DJ I used to be, but I still love the aspect of DJing in front of a crowd, providing music for guests, because that feeling will never, I never want that removed from me. I just want to, you just want it, and I enjoy it so much.
On that note, for any aspiring DJ, for me, I didn't realize I would be in this career choice. I just happened to be following Sherdon around to clubs for months, because I had music in my heart since I was young. and I'm sure that's what a lot of aspiring DJs have. So when Sherdon was DJing clubs, I would go there and I go, this might be something I want to do. So my main advice is find a mentor, find the kind of style of music you want to do, look up to that person, Google, go on YouTube, find somebody you want to mentor, ask them a couple of questions. Sometimes they get annoyed, move on, or you never know, 'cause some DJs are busy, some aren't, but some are willing to help, take on, a future Tiesto or future whoever, I would say Tiesto's name. I'm trying to think of
honestly,
other DJs. Find a mentor.
Not even mentors. Hang around with other DJs.
There you go.
Meet other DJs. Be friends with other DJs.
Cut that in.
And that's where, that's how I got involved, because everyone motivated each other. There was a group of almost 20, 30 of us back in LA, and all of us we had the same passion for it. And we didn't know where it was going to go. Nowadays, now they know that they can make good money to make a living out of DJing. There's so many DJs out there who are full-time.
Yeah.
And there's also a lot that aren't, that's still working to, job after job and still trying to hold the weekends working. So my advice is hang around with those DJs and opportunities will come. Maybe that DJ can't do that club or that lounge or that wedding gig. Next you know, they're asking you. So that's the way to start.
Keep with like-minded people, exactly. That's
go to their gigs.
Probably number one is find
gain
other
experience and see what they're doing. That's the best way. Or do what I do lately, watch YouTube, and apparently everything's on there. They show you how to connect your equipment and even tips on how to DJ. So big ups to P-Dot and all those guys that are doing that as well. So I'm now trying to get away from DJing. I'm more like helping run an events company, whether it's DJ services, event solutions. And I love doing weddings now. Isn't that crazy? I was doing nightclubs for decades. I love doing weddings now because I love playing songs that last the test of time. So there's songs in weddings that that's always going to be played, but also it's a lot of good music. And seeing the age where I grew up with music, they're getting married now, so I even enjoy that even more. So a lot of the throwbacks you might like, I'm already doing that at some of these weddings that I'm doing, so I enjoy the weddings. And as far as that's concerned, my advice as far as DJs is learn how to MC. It does help you be in front of your crowd, not to be shy, and learn to speak to your crowd and your guests, because that makes a difference. So there's a lot of aspects of DJing that I would really want to give advice to on that end of it.
So for me, you can find me on social media at DJ Kriscut, DJ Kriscut. That's on Instagram. I also have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com DJ Kriscut LV. Pretty much that's it. I'm pretty active on my social media still, so you can always follow me. I'm usually good at responding to my DMs, and if you have any questions about DJing or want some advice, or I'm always open. So always happy to help.
Now, since you said that, you can follow me at DJ Slip on Instagram, and you could also follow our company at www.mode-event.com. So look us up.